people. Welcome back to Read to You, and we're reading Fahrenheit 451. We're on page 10. Well, we finished page 100 through 105, so now we're on 106, very top of the page. So 106, here we go. Sir Philip Sidney said, "But on the other hand, words are like leaves, and there most abound, much fruit of sense beneath it's rarely found." Alexander Pope. What do you think of that, Montag? I don't know. Careful, whispered Favourite, living in another world far away. Or this, a little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep, or taste not the Pierian spring. Their shallow draught intoxicate the brain, and drinking largely sober us again. Hope. Same essay. Where does that put you? Montag bit his lip. I'll tell you, said Beatty, smiling at his cards. That made for a little while a drunkard. Blech. Read a few lines, and off you go over the cliff. Bang! You're ready to blow up the world. Chop off heads, knock down women and children, destroy authorities. I know. I've been through it all. I'm all right, said Montag nervously. Stop blushing. I'm not needling. Really, I'm not. You know, I had a dream an hour ago. I lay down in the catnap. In this dream, you and I, Montag, got into a furious debate on books. You towered with rage, yelled out quotes at me. I calmly parried every thrust. Power, I said, and you know, quoting Dr. Johnson, said knowledge is more than equivalent to force. And I said, well, Dr. Johnson also said, dear boy, that he is no wise man that will quit a certainty for an uncertainty. Stick with the fireman, Montag. All else is dreary shallows. Don't listen, whispered Favourite. He's trying to confuse the slippery watch out. Beatty chuckled. And you said, quoting, truth will come to the light, murder will not be hid long. And I cried in a good humor, oh God, who speaks only of this course? And the devil can cite scripture for his purpose. And you yelled, this age thinks better of gilded fool than of a threadbare saint in winsome school. And I whispered gently, the dignity's truth is lost in much protesting. And you screamed. Carecases bled at the sight of the murder. And I said, putting your hand, what do I give you, trench mouth? You shrieked, knowledge is power. A dwarf on giant shoulders sees the farthest of the two. And I thumbed my side with the rare simplicity in the folly of mistaking a metaphor for a proof, a torrent of verbiage, or a spring of capital truth, in oneself or an oracle, inborn in us. Mr. Valery once said. Montag's head whirled sickeningly. He felt beaten, unmerciful. One brow, eyes, nose, lips, chin, on shoulders, on up-sailing arms. He wanted to yell, no, shut up. You're confusing things. Stop it. Beatty's graceful fingers thrust out to seize his wrist. God, what a pulse. I've got you going. Have I, Montag? Jesus God, your pulse sounds like the day after the war. Everything but sirens and bells. Shall I talk some more? I like your look of panic. Swahi Indian, English lit. I speak them all. A kind of excellent dung discourse, Willie. Montag, hold on. The moth brushed Montag's ear. He's muddying the waters. "Oh, you were scared silly," said Beady. "For I was whoa, I lost my place for a second. Where am I? For I was doing a terrible thing in using the very book you clung to rebuke you on every hand, on every point. What traitors books can be. You think they're backing you up and they turn on you. Others can use them too, and there you are, lost in the middle of the moor, in a great welter of nouns and verbs and adjectives, and all the very end of the dream. Along I came with you, the salamander, and said, going my way, and you got in and drove back to the firehouse in the beautiful silence, and dwindled away to peace. Beatty let Montag's wrist go, let the hand slump limply on the table. All is well that is well in the end. Silence, Montag sat like a carved white stone. The echo of the final hammer on his skull died slowly away into the black cavern where Faber waited in the echoes to subside, and then when he startled dust and settled down about Montag's mind, Faber began softly, "All right, he's had his say. You must take it in. I'll say my say too. In the next few hours, and you'll take it in, and you'll try to judge them, and make your decision as to which way to jump or fall. But I want it to be your decision, not mine, not the captain's. But remember that the captain belongs to the most dangerous enemy to truth, freedom, and the solid, unmoving cattle of the majority. Oh God, the terrible trainee of the majority. We all have our hearts to play, and it's up to you now to know with which ear you'll listen." Montag opened his mouth to answer. Faber had saved his error in the presence of others. When the station bell rang, the alarm voice in the ceiling chanted. There was a tapping sound as the alarm report telephone typed out the address across the room. Captain Beatty, his postcards in one pink hand, walked the staggered slowness to the phone and ripped out the address when the report was finished. He glanced perfunctorily at it and shoved it in his pocket. He came back and sat down. The others looked at him. "It can't wait exactly 40 seconds, while I take all the money away from you," said Beatty happily. Montag put his cards down. "Tired, Montag? Going out of this game?" "Yes. Hold on. Well, come to think of it, we can finish this hand later. Just leave your cards face down, and hustle the equipment. On the double now." And Beatty rose up again. "Montag, you don't look well. I'd hate to think that you're coming down with another fever. I'll be all right. You'll be fine. This is a special case. Come on, jump for it." They leapt into the air and clutched the brass pole, as if they were the last vantage point of the tidal wave passing below, and then the brass pole, to their dismay, slid them down into darkness into the blast and toss section, and the gaseous dragon roaring to life. "Hey!" They rounded a corner in thunder and sirens, with the concussion of tires, with a scream of rubber, with a shift of kerosene, glump in the glittery brass tank, like the food in the stomach of a giant, with Montag's fingers jolting off the silver rail, swinging into cold space, with the wind tearing his hair back from his head, with the wind whistling in his teeth, and him and his head, with the wind whistling in his teeth, and la la la. Okay. With the wind whistling in his teeth, and him all white thinking of women. The shaft women in his parlor tonight, with the kernels blown out from under them, but a neon wind, and his silly damned reading of a book to them. How like trying to put out fires with water pistols, now senseless and insane. One rage turned in for another, one anger displacing another. When would he stop being entirely mad and quiet, Be very quiet indeed. Here we go, Montag looked up. Beatty never drove. He was driving tonight, slamming the salamander around, salamander around corners, leaning forward high on the driver's throne. His massive black slickers flapping out behind so that he seemed like a great black bat flying above the engine, over the brass numbers, talking in the taking in the full wind. Here we go to keep the world happy, Montag. Okay. Beatty's pink, fluorescent cheeks glimmered in the high darkness, and he was smiling furiously. Here we are, the salamander boomed to a halt, blowing men off its slips and clumsy hops. Montag stood fixed in raw eyes to the cold, bright rail under his clenched fingers. I can't do it, he thought. How can I go at this new assignment? How can I go on burning things? I can't go and sleep. Beatty smelled of the wind, through which he had rushed, was at Montag's elbow. All right, Montag. The men ran with cripples in their clumsy boots, as quietly as spiders. At last, Montag raised his eyes and turned. Beatty was watching his face. Something the matter, Montag? Why, said Montag slowly. We stopped in front of my house. Oh, they stopped in front. And that is the end of that part, and it starts part 3, Burning Bright. So, we'll start that in the next video. Hope y'all liked it. See you later for part 3.